Hello guys and welcome to another Age of Empires 4 game. This time we have... I don't know how to pronounce this, maybe AT&T. Playing as the Byzantines in the color red. And against his opponent Sas playing as the Ayyubids in the color yellow. So welcome everybody to another Age of Empires 4 casted game. We're on Cliffside. A map that tends to be favoring aggression a lot just because of the distance between the two players is very short. Especially if your neighbor is the Holy Roman Empire. You're gonna see a guy like in the next 1 minute like running around your base like a chasqui. I don't know if you know what a chasqui means. It's in the Inca civilization they used to have these guys where they deliver the messages and they don't have the horses, so they just have a guy who runs the whole country between the valleys and everything, the peaks and the valleys, and is just a guy who's really good at running, very good one. So I say that because I would love to see this kind of civilization, either the Mayas or the Incas, go to Age of Empires 4. I feel they can fit. Although they didn't got access to, you know, powder. So the name, like hand cannons and this kind of stuff. So it's just really not. I don't know how they will fit in the Imperial Age, but for sure in the Dark Age and even the Castle Age, they can really be a surprising match. I think another civilization I really want to see in the game is probably the Spanish. Spanish, obviously, a very favored civilization coming from a lot of people from Europe that are from Spain and everything. They want to see the Spanish civilization. Also very popular in Age of Empires 2. So wondering what will be like a Spanish civilization here in Age of Empires 4. There's so many options here, so many options. We're already seeing Sas opening up with the economic wing growth. Just gotta be careful not to lose these berry bushes. As soon as you get the economic wing growth, you'll have extra 50 food for each one of those. So there you go, nice split between all the bushes. And meanwhile, our Byzantine player, I'm just gonna call him our Byzantine player, 18nath. I don't know what language is this, but it's certainly not a Roman letter, so I cannot read it. But anyway, Grand Winery here next to the berries. Everything going as usual. Now there's a very juicy spot you need to protect here. A deer, gold, and stone. Like stone not really, is like but a deer and gold, very important. So not really sure if the Byzantines need those anyway. Like they're just very happy with their olive groups. However, there's an important thing here that we have seen from the Byzantines is that they haven't opened up with a farm. So I'm really curious to see how this build order works. And by the way, I'm just putting the number of villagers that they use, so that you can, if you like their playstyle for whatever reason for bot players, you can always mimic their build orders if you follow this. And then after like I think after a couple of minutes or 3, when it's like 6-7 minutes, I will change to income per minute. But anyway, cistern up. Actually, he didn't open up with cisterns. He's just skipping level 1 cistern. Just let's get right to the point with level 2 cisterns. So just needs to connect them, and very interesting approach to the Byzantines. I'm not gonna lie. Usually you see the first cistern at the beginning of the game, but looks like he skipped it and just try to age up as soon as possible and just get right into it. Luckily for him, the berries are in the back of his base, so not really gonna see much action. It's gonna be really hard for Sas. Already see the stable. We're gonna see the horseman now. It's gonna be his choice. Horseman and archer is gonna be the choice for Sas. Meanwhile, Byzantines is very fine in his base. We're gonna see a stable as well. Wheelbarrow coming up for him. And SAS already have double products, so it's gonna be having plenty of wood income. And also, thinking about that Golden Age, only needs one more building. Golden Age for the Ayyubids is quite different. First, it's the same one, 10% gathering for all research. But then you have like tier 2, research speed plus 50%. Tier 3 plus 20% production speed. That's, even if you stop at tier 3, that's actually very, very good. But tier 4, man. Tier 4 and tier 5, this is much better than the Abbasid. Much better than the Abbasid. Horseman already there, gonna be able to scare a couple of villagers. Horseman is like, hey, they call me, there's someone here. It's like, nope, they just left. It's like, and it looks like he's gonna be pushing into that villager, causing some idle time. A couple of horsemen are already there, and take a look at the contract. It's gonna be the Western Mercenary contract, so we're gonna see some Lombos in action. Meanwhile, SAS, we're putting an outpost on the gold just to be safe from raids. Probably thinking about going that Castle Age. The Byzantines, of course, not really want to go to the Castle Age. Let's fight. Let's do it, brother. Already, the first batch of Lombos is coming up. No farms from him. Very honorable. It's kind of like seeing the English not going for farms. So it is an honorable Byzantines player. Just like the same way you see a English without farms, you will think it's a very honorable English player. Goes out for the food resources. Doesn't stay in his base. Props to him. But honorable or not, probably not the best decision. Meanwhile, SAS with only a single Desert Raider. I wonder what he just wants to do with it. He just wants to debuff the cavalry. Because as soon as the Lombos are out, the Desert Raider can be easily sniped. More archers coming up for SAS. And by the looks of it, this looks like a fairly fake aggression to me. SAS looks like he's macroing for going that Castle Age. And he's gonna be arriving soon. It's gonna be arriving really soon. Already halfway there with the foot. Already have enough gold for that, and let's see where he takes it from there. Because economic wing growth have already been used. And what can you what can you do for as a Castle Age? Military wing, I'm not sure about it. Oh, it's gonna be the culture wing advance. No benefit, just go there really fast and cheap. So we take those. Let's see if he managed to take some advantage from this. Meanwhile, the Byzantines having a couple of olive groves are already there. And looks like he's not trying to go for Castle Age, he just wants to fight a little bit longer in the Feudal Age. They already have 14 units on the field. So does SAS. It's quite impressive considering he's also going for Castle Age. Probably we're gonna see some Camel Lancers. That will be really, really nice. And just upgrade those archers to deal with those Limitane. Blacksmith coming up for him. Meanwhile, more units for the Byzantines. Gonna go grab some berries in the back. Amazing stuff with an outpost. And does the Byzantine player knows about this? He knows about the A-shop. He knows about this. And he does have more units. We're gonna see more and more olive oil coming from the Byzantines soon. Probably another batch of Lombos doing a pretty decent damage. We have the blacksmith here. No any upgrades whatsoever. Meanwhile, SAS is keeping all the upgrades. Just gonna get the wheelbarrow just now. And SAS reaches a Castle Age. Camel Lancer already out. I'm probably thinking about getting those dervishes out. Just to get those relics really fast. Now, all those relics are in this area, so it's kind of hard to get. Already building some walls just to be safe, but looks like the horseman will arrive on time for the Byzantines. Not gonna be finding the villager, he's very, very lucky. Meanwhile, horseman for Sass already there as well. Not gonna get the veterancy upgrade. Looks like he's just gonna getting those camel lancers. First camel lancer already out. Beautiful. Meanwhile, more units coming for the Byzantines. Now, is he trying to go castle now? Probably he is. I already have an outpost here. Gold very well defended, so he may be thinking about the possibility of going castle age himself. You don't want to fight against the Ayyubids in the castle age for so long when you're in the feudal age. Probably you're just trying to harass here and there while you try to go castle, and indeed we see quite a lot of food from the Byzantines, so he may be thinking about going that castle age. Mosque already out for Sass, thinking about getting those relics. First villager of the game down for Sass. Actually, there was a villager kill in favor of the Byzantines earlier. I just didn't see it. But definitely this smells like a castle age to me. Plenty of units protecting the gold. Single scout just to check the relics, and the mosque. Should be having the dervish soon. Beautiful unit. 120 gold, 60 foot. So they are kind of expensive. You don't want to lose them. But they're really good. They're really fast. They gather the relics really, really fast, so... And they do have a lot of HP too. Do they have a lot of HP? I believe they're really tanky compared to the regular monks. Meanwhile, Sass with a couple of lancers. Not really the best number, but, you know. I don't think you can get here, buddy. That's a lot of units. That's a lot of units. Meanwhile, Byzantines just running around the base, looking if he can find something. But Sass is already very safe in his base. Still have plenty of sheep. And he's aging up with a golden horn tower. So he's gonna be catching up on the tech now. Outpost not gonna get built at the moment. And archers are just gonna find those limitane. Horsemen already come from the back. Managed to snipe those archers. And now he's forced to retreat. Outpost not gonna get finished. Man-at-arms are on the mix. Those Gulams are gonna be taking quite a lot of damage from those archers. Gonna be very, very tanky. It looks like Sass looking a lot of units at the moment. Byzantine just keeping his armor. Archers. Longbows looking really good in the having 15 longbows on the field. Very, very nice. Deer managed to die by mistake as always. But these man-at-arms already with +2 range armor are just gonna be too tanky for those longbows. And new age begins for the Byzantines. And let's see what is his plan now. Meanwhile, Sass already have the first relic. Should be thinking about getting another one. Veterancy for those longbows coming soon. I get more attack. Longbows managed to be the best unit you can have at the moment. I mean, you don't really have a big mass of man-at-arms or horsemen, so the longbows are just gonna be doing really well even in the feudal age. Meanwhile, sheep is about to run out for Sass, so been thinking about getting that deer. Walls coming up in this side of the map just to protect any kind of future raid. At the same time, golden horn tower. Getting those longbows out. Meanwhile, 2 more relics coming for Sass. Dervish waiting for instructions. What's this guy doing? They don't have more health. More longbow batch coming for the Byzantines. Meanwhile, not a lot of olive groves. Still gathering the last batch of berries that there is on the map, so olive oil is gonna be a issue after this one is done. You got a sprinkling placement already here on the middle. And Sa's playing really defensively at the moment. Look at all those walls. This is a guy who likes gates. It's like, you want to go outside, you can do it from many different angles. Please put a gate here. Not a gate, unfortunately. He's very well protected, especially in this map. For me, it's really hard to wall. If you manage to get yourself in a position where you have your base protected, I'm very happy. I'm like extremely happy. Manjanik already there. Like it's not moving at all. Come on, buddy. Meanwhile, Byzantines thinking about walling as well, but without gates. And Lombo numbers starting to get really scary. Already 40, 20, 24 Lombos. Gonna be 29 really soon. Meanwhile, Sa's playing really defensively. Looks like the advantage he had at the beginning for the Castle Age wasn't really used that well. He took a really bad fight. But he does have 3 relics. One more coming at home for him. And this one is pretty much contestable. I don't think the Byzantines player can really deny that yet. You got Camel Lancer just getting completely annihilated by all those Lombos. More units coming for Sas here. It's gonna be crossbow and Gulams. Gulam's gonna do really good against those Lombos, but you're gonna deal with the crossbows. I already have them Majanik here, so technically you should be able to deal with them quite effectively, but one is just really hard to you know, take advantage of this. This is too many Lombos already, and another batch of Lombo is coming soon. Second town center coming up for the Byzantines. Meanwhile, Sas just waiting for more units, getting that Springle out. Looks like he did scout enemy Springle somewhere. Let's take a look at Sas' vision. Now he does have all the relics, 4 relics. His food resources are fairly well protected at the moment, except for this one. So, should be fine taking a fight now. The problem is, if you take a fight and you lose at this point in the game, you cannot replenish your army very fast. It's gonna take some time. It's really just gonna take some time. Another outpost. Look at this guy just putting outposts everywhere. That's not an outpost. More walls coming for the Byzantine player. Looks like the Lancers will be here, but Lombo's gonna deal with that quite easily. At the same time, Sas thinking about if going or not. Like, do I have the numbers? I can tell you from the God View mode that, yeah, you don't have the numbers yet, but you can try. You have a Mangonel, and who knows? Who knows? Sometimes you just take really good fights that are not in your favor. Plenty of crossbows here, but I don't see many man-at-arms from the Byzantine player. Another Springle coming, but now the Byzantines are just going. Cancels the Springle. Mangonel shot. Didn't manage to do so much damage here. And the Lombos proven to be quite an effective unit. Another Springle coming up for the Byzantines, so Siege is no longer a choice for Sas. Sas actually building a keep here. He's pulling all the villagers. Is the keep gonna go up? Are there enough villagers here? That's a lot of villagers. I think this keep is gonna go up. Mangonel shot managed to take down quite a lot of HP from these villagers. Not exile yet, so he's losing quite a lot at the moment. But SAS are also losing quite a lot of villagers, and the keep didn't go up. With that, he taps out. Well played by these two players. I hope you enjoyed this match, and I see you in the next one.